have their first championship title in 16 years.
Going into that game, they obviously got all the England boys back, so we obviously had to up our game that extra bit. We just spoke about sticking to what's worked for us, and luckily on that game we prepared a wicket, which was a great cricket wicket, good, you could score runs on it, and when you play against the big names and you do well against them, it gives you a lot more belief.
Oh, shout for LBW, gone! Sam Curran has got Joe Root for 14.
I know it was only our 4th game, but we obviously came out on top, and that got the season up and running for us.
I just remember, I think we were 60 odd for 4 and what looked like a pretty green wicket at the time. I didn't try to change anything that I do, I tried to play exactly the same way, and then luckily I scrambled my way up to 30, and then yeah, just found a bit of rhythm, got a few away, and then next thing I know I found myself on 150 odd, which was nice.
Ollie Pope, the way he's taken to county cricket, just goes about his business, immensely talented, has an air of arrogance about him when he bats, which is good because he's not like that as a person. And just the way he batted to give us a decent score. Junior does what Junior's been doing since he's come onto the county scene. You know, immense pace, good swing, and he deserved it because a couple of games before that he hadn't probably got the wickets he would have wanted, having bowled well. But he definitely got his rewards during that game. And everyone knows with Verds that he can pretty much spin it on glass, and to get the England captain like that, you know, he's going to remember that one for many years to come.
That Yorkshire game was an important one. I think that, you know, it was a tough game. It was weather involved in the game and things like that. And yeah, when I got my chance in the second innings, managed to get Root out and get a couple of other wickets, and you know, it was a good game.
Joe Root in Yorkshire, it was just a wonderful bit of bowling, and Amar Verdi I think has been a breath of fresh air through the course of the season. He's just been wonderful with ball in hand, and that day was just tremendous. And you know, alongside that, of course, that was kind of the breakthrough for Sam Curran as well, the fact that he got 10 in the game as well and dismantled a number of really high class internationals. But it was a wonderful win, and actually I think, you know, we saw the championship in the making with that win against Yorkshire.
Yeah, Guildford's been a tough place in recent times. Going back in time, we had a pretty good record, but for too many years, we weren't good enough there. And against Somerset, we battled well. You know, we were ahead early. It wasn't straightforward. And then they were battling and trying to fight to avoid defeat.
Bowls. Oh, big shout for LBW given. That is a lovely bit of bowling from Ryan Patel.
But then Ryan Patel, I mean, he's quite incredible. Was it 6 for 5? In whatever it was, 9, 10, 11 balls or whatever, is something, without being rude to him, I doubt he will repeat. I hope he does, but I doubt he'll repeat. But just sat there watching it, it all happened so quickly, and that changed the game to allow us to go on and win well.
It was just one of those that everything sort of went his way. There was no player misses, everything was just nicked. And yeah, it was awesome to watch. I was lucky enough to have a pretty good seat, because I was obviously keeping in that game. And yeah, it was pretty special to watch. I've never really seen anything like it.
Patel into Leach, big shot for LBW. Give it! 5 for Ryan Patel. What an extraordinary performance by this young all-rounder.
5 wickets in the space of 11 balls. In the history of the game, nobody has got to 5 wickets quicker than Ryan Patel. 6 wickets in all in that spell. And, you know, the first-class game has been going on for such a period of time. And for Ryan Patel to achieve that in a game at Guildford, to be the quickest man to 5 wickets, is incredible.
Yeah, that Scarborough one, to the mentality we showed in that, in chasing that down, winning the game from behind the way you were at the halfway stage. You know, it's very pleasing. That game was set up by the bowlers. That third innings was quite exceptional from them.
I hadn't played in Scarborough for a number of years leading up to that point, but always kind of knew that was, you know, it's obviously Yorkshire's second home. They seem to regard that as a bit of a fortress. I think any time you can go there and put in a performance, it's going to be quite defining.
First time ever at Scarborough, I heard a lot about Scarborough. You know, there was a lot of talk about the pace, the bounce of the wicket. So yeah, it was amazing for me to go down there, beautiful by the seaside. Like the entire season, you know, the bowlers came to the party. I was quite lucky to get the wickets. You know, but I can just thank the bowling unit for that.
winning games from behind and winning games from all positions was something we spoke about. But you know, once you've done it, it then breeds that confidence. So you know, that third evening where you know myself and Rocky managed to set ourselves a good platform, and the way we knocked that off, I think we did it 4 down. That was pretty exceptional, yeah.
Anyone who was there to witness that game, I think really believed, or we certainly started to truly believe that we could be champions, or certainly go on a run and allow ourselves to put ourselves in position to be champions, and that game was a defining moment.
My batting had always been sort of, you know, the major side of my game when I started out as a youngster, and I just sort of bowled a bit. To get 100 up at knots, it was my first one I think since 2012. I suppose something that we needed. We'd already got plenty of runs, but it was just a case of if we can keep going, get a few more runs in. It gave us something to bowl at, which obviously helped to get us the win.
He gets better as he gets older. He's like Benjamin Button. I reckon by the time he's 85, Ricky Clark will be the world's greatest cricketer. I think he'll still be playing as well. But joking aside, I've been lucky enough to sort of see Ricky go through to where he is now as the young, incredibly talented player that then went off to Warwickshire and sort of learnt his trade at Warwickshire and came back here and just bowling wise, the bloke has been outstanding. I think we look at MORNE obviously and Sam and Tom and Jay, but really Ricky's been the one that sort of set the benchmark, I think.
The Lancashire game here at the O, when we won by 5 runs, was a massive win for all kinds of reasons. We already knew that Somerset had won, and therefore if we didn't win that game, the gap became that much smaller, knowing that we had to go to Taunton with 2 games to go.
For me, that was the greatest game of the championship so far. It was really hard work with the pink ball, and you know, in the context of winning the Champo for us, you know, that win was very crucial. And yeah, got the new ball, man. I sort of had a sneaky feeling once we took the new ball that, you know, with the harder seam, that if I can get the ball in the right area consistently, you know, with the tail in, that I was in with a chance. But fantastic catch there by Jaxie, and you know, a lot of emotions on and off the field.
Morkel coming in over the wicket to Parkinson on 7. Parkinson is out! What a catch from Will Jacks at short leg!
Obviously, credit to Jaxie, that's one hell of a catch. And I think there was a video after that game where there's blokes were running after MORNE and Jaxie in different directions.
Saw it come off the bat, and the next minute you see everyone running off in all kinds of directions, so you worked out that we'd won it. But no, I just watched Jaxie, and again credit to Jaxie, because short leg is not a position too many people put their hand up for because of the danger and you're going to get hit. But he's thoroughly enjoyed it, you know, and he works really hard in training to make sure he's the best he can be at short leg. And while he's catching catches like that, it's a job for life for him.
Really hoping, don't make a mistake and let the team down as 12th man. And that moment, Parkinson just clipped one to my right a few balls before for 2, so I was thinking I went a bit squarer, just pot luck really, and I stuck a hand out when he middled it and it just stuck. Not gonna lie, I can't really remember it, all happened so quickly. I just remember running around and jumping all over people, and that was it.